students, welcome to the online session or the subject of structural analysis. This subject of structural analysis is mainly for the student of structural engineering. Basically, in design of any kind of a structure, first of all, analysis is required to be done. If the analysis of the structure is done properly, then the design of the structure can be done properly. So basically, we can say that structural analysis is very important subject for the structural engineering students. So let's start with this important subject of structural analysis. So 3, 2, 1. Let's start. Welcome students to our online session, and in the previous session we have started the moment distribution method, and in that we have already discussed an example where we have solved an example of a beam which is having a 3 span and it is having a 4 joints. So we have discussed that sum. Now in today's session we are going to see this example. You can see over here the example is example number 2. There the question is that using the moment distribution method, determine the end moments and the reaction and the support of the beam showing in the figure given below. Okay, and ultimately what we have to do is we have to draw the shear force and the bending moment diagram for this given below figure. You can see over here we have 3 joints, this A, B and C. A and C are the supports which are having fixed type of condition, and in between we have a support B which is a roller support, and it is at a distance 3 meter from A and at a distance 6 meter from the C. Okay, so we can say that this support is not being provided at the exact center, it is provided eccentrically. Okay, and after that we have the loading. You can see over here that we have a uniformly distributed load of 16 kilonewton per meter intensity, and it is acting over the whole span of the given beam. The span of the beam is 9 meter. Okay, so this is what the data is given, and we have to solve it with the help of moment distribution method, and we have to find the bending moments and the shear force, and at the same time we have to draw also the bending moment diagram and the shear force diagram. Okay, so as discussed in the previous session regarding the steps that are involved in the moment distribution method, the first step here also it will be the fixed end moment. Okay, so let's consider the members. So we will be considering the AB member, the BA member, the BC member and CB member. So these are all the 4 members, and over this whole members only the uniformly distributed load is acting. So for the fixed end moment we have to take the formula only for the uniformly distributed load, because there is only UDL acting over the span. So both the span means AB and BC, it will be having UDL only. So ultimately for member AB and BA and CB and BC, we will be finding the fixed end moment with the help of uniformly distributed loading fixed end moment formula only. Okay, and that is nothing but WL square by 12. Okay, so with the help of that we will be finding it. Okay, so yes, WL square by 12 is being used, and for the AB which is on the left hand side, and there the anti-clockwise moment is acting, so we are considering the negative sign. On BA the clockwise moment will be acting. Okay, so just we have to use the formula WL square by 12. So here the W is 16, and for AB the L, the span will be 3 meter. So that we have to use. So 16 into 3 square by 12. So ultimately you are getting the fixed end moment of minus 12 kilonewton meter. Similarly for BA also, the difference will be of side. it will be having a positive sign. The value of the W will be the same as we have done in the AB. The value of the length will be also the same. So here we are getting the friction moment of 12 kilonewton meter. Okay. Now it's time for the another span, that is BC. So you can see over here the BC. Okay. So over BC, which is having the span of 6 meter, and over which the UDL of 16 kilonewton per meter is acting, is present, you can see over here. Okay. So with the help of this, you have come to know that if you want to find the friction moment for the BC also, we have to use the formula for the uniform distributed load only. And for the uniform distributed load, the friction moment formula is WL square by 12. Okay. So BC and CB will be having WL square by 12 formula only. The only difference will be BC will be having a negative sign because the bending moment, the friction moment acting onto it will be in an anti-clockwise direction, and we have considered the anti-clockwise direction as the negative. So we are giving negative sign to BC, and to CB we are giving the positive sign. Okay. So we have the value of W, that is 16 kilonewton per meter. We have the span L value as 6 meter. So let's just use it. Okay. So fix and moment for the BC will be minus WL square by 12. So that will be equal to minus 16 into 6 square by 12. By this we are getting the friction moment at BC as minus 48 kilonewton meter. Similarly for the CB also, everything will be the same, but only the sign will be changing it. And here we will be having the positive sign. So ultimately we will be getting the friction moment as 48 kilonewton meter. Okay. So this is how we will be going to find the friction moment. Now moving towards the next step, that is the stiffness factor. Basically we are moving towards the distribution factor. So for that we required the stiffness factor. Okay. So over here, first of all we have to find the stiffness. Okay. And here the stiffness for, you can see from the figure, the stiffness factor for AB and BA will be the same. Okay. So that we have to use. So here for AB and BA the stiffness will be I by L, and here our L value is 3. So our stiffness value for AB and BA will be I by L, that is I by 3, that is 0.333 I. Similarly for the BC and the CB also, the stiffness factor will be I by L. Okay, I want to tell you that why we are taking I by L, because in this moment distribution method, here from the figure I want to tell, and in previous session also we have discussed, it is just a revision, that in between, means in between whatever the supports are, we will be considering it as a fixed. So here joint B is roller, but we will be considering it as a fixed support. We are assuming it as a fixed support and we are doing the further calculations. So whenever we are having the fixed support, the far end as a fixed support, that means we have to take the stiffness factor as I by L. So here if we are considering the B, joint B as the fixed support, then its foremost, or we can say that its next adjacent joints are actually it is fixed. You can see over here that A is also fixed and C is also fixed. So ultimately all the supports, all the joints will be fixed, and whenever the opposite end is fixed, we have to take the stiffness factor as I by L. And whenever if condition arises that the opposite support is hinged, then in that case we have to take the stiffness factor as 3 by 4 I. Okay. This is the thing that the student should keep in mind while taking, we can say that while observing these supports. So it is necessary to see the supports, how it is, and based on that you have to take the proper calculation. Okay. So yes, for our AB and BA, the stiffness factor will be I by L, that is I by 3, that is 0.333I. And for stiffness factor for BC and CB will be also the same. The formula is I by L and L value is 6. So ultimately the stiffness factor for the BC and the CB will be equal to 0.167I. So in this way we have to get the stiffness factor for our particular P. Okay. So in this way the calculations are being done. Now we are moving towards the distribution factor. Okay. So yes, it's now distribution factor. So in the previous introduction session of the moment distribution method, we have discussed the formula to find distribution factor. Distribution factor for a particular member will be the ratio of the distribution factor of the member, particular that member, divided by the distribution factor of the all members. Okay. So here we are dealing with, in first, particularly in this first distribution factor, we are just dealing with AB member. So we have to get the distribution factor of that AB and we have to divide it by the summation of all the distribution factors. So you can see over here that KAB upon KAB plus infinity, because there is no other support in adjacent to that. So ultimately it will be infinity. So 0.331 divided by 0.331 plus infinity. So 0.331I plus infinity will be infinity only. So something upon infinity is negligible. It is 0. It will be considered as a 0. So we can say that distribution factor for AB will be 0. Moving towards the next, that is the BA member. Okay. So BA, ultimately I want to say that BA will be having the joint B, which is having the stiffness factor of BA also and BC also. So ultimately what we have to do, we have to just add the stiffness of BA and BC to find the distribution factor of BA. So in the numerator we will be having the distribution stiffness factor for BA, and we have to divide it with the summation of all the stiffness factor for the joint. Okay. So for KAB we have the distribution factor of 0.333I divided by summation of all the stiffness factors which the B joint have. So that is BC and BC and BA. So we have to add both of them in the denominator, that is 0.3333I plus 0.167I. Okay. So finally, while taking the ratio of KAB upon KBA plus KBC, we will be getting 0.67 as the distribution factor. Okay. Similarly, we will be doing for BC also, because BC is also a member which is having the joint B, and B is having BA also and BC also. Now it's time to deal with BC. We have to find the distribution factor for BC. So there in the numerator we have to take the stiffness factor of BC divided by summation of all the stiffness at a joint B, that is KBA plus KBC. Okay. So in numerator we will be having 0.167I divided by 0.333I plus 0.167I, and that will be equal to 0.33. Okay. So for BA we have found it 0.67 and distribution factor for BC will be the 0.33. Now this is what the distribution factor of members related to joint B are. Okay. So members that is related to joint B, that is BA and BC, if we are adding them, means 0.67 plus 0.3, so you will be getting the value as 1. That means our calculation is correct and we can proceed for the further moment distribution table. So this is how we can cross check our answers. because at the joint the summation of the distribution factor of all the related members should be equal to 1. That is the concept behind this stiffness factor, and from that you can cross check your calculation. If it is not being getting 1, then some problem has taken place, some calculation issues or some values taking issues can have taken place. So it is necessary to check it, to correct it, or we can say that if it is not being happening, then again we have to do the calculations. Okay. Now moving towards the member CB. So ultimately CB is having the joint C, which is having only one member, that is CB. It doesn't have any kind of another member. So 0.167 divided by 0.167 plus infinity, so it will be again 0, and ultimately we can say that the distribution factor at the supports here is particularly 0 only. Only we have to take the distribution factor at the joint only. So joints we have found. Okay. So now we are moving towards the distribution table. Okay. So here we will be preparing the distribution table. Okay. And I think this will be done in the next session. So until now we are keeping up to this only. The next session we will be proceeding towards the distribution table and further the shear force and the bending moment diagram. Okay. Thank you. So here we are ending our session. Hope you have liked the session. We have discussed each and every topic in brief and also in detail. We have discussed each and every topic's practical application also. So thank you for attending the session, and if you have any kind of a doubt, if you have any kind of a query, then you can send me your doubts and queries in mail. My mail is in my YouTube channel. Do check into my YouTube channel, like it, share it, and again thank you for attending this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.